These machines were very popular with the BBC. As you can see, this one here has come from the BBC Wales, and this is not its original form how it would have looked though in the studio, as the original did not have any meters on it. 67 shares the same similar features to the A810, the A812 and the A816, where they have both rollers on either side for tape for controlling the tension. If I lift that up, the tension becomes slack because it thinks it's too taut, and when it goes back down again, it thinks it's too slack and the tension to put on, keeping the tape at the same tension all the time. This roller here is used for counting the tape, which is shown on an indicator below it. But unlike the newer machine, like the 810, when you change the speed, the counter doesn't automatically double. So for instance, the 810 would have read 8 minutes or 9 minutes. The main tape functions are located in the centre of the row of buttons. Rewind, fast forward, play, stop and record. Fully logic. This is one of the earliest machines that Studer made that had particular styles of functioning controls, such as auto motor off. If you press that, the reel drops the tape. The whole idea behind this is so that you could then put the tape across the splicer here and cut the tape up, take out what you did or did not want. Also, you have a repeater, so you could press the repeater, it'd go back at a slow speed and then it'd go back into play again. One of the functions not available on this machine in its present configuration is this, which is fader start. Basically, if you had a remote console, you'd be able to start and stop the machine by turning up or down the volume. Once the volume is set to 0, the machine would automatically turn off. When the volume was increased, the machine would then automatically start. The machine also has a pause function, which is momentary. Recorders have a automatic gain control when recording, but this could be overridden by pressing the uncalibration button. You press that and you are able to vary the output of the sound. And this was the same for the input as well. You'd be able to vary the input of the sound tape coming in. The recorder also has a couple of features which were used in master dubbing or wanting to erase one track and put on another track. You could individually select the input sound, replay from the record head or replay from the repro head. The idea behind this is that if you press the record on the record head on the left channel and replay on the right channel from the record head, you'd be able to do a synchronized recording. One of the other modifications the BBC do to these machines is the auto splice button, which should be here. You would press this, and down where this little slot is here, a pair of scissors would cut the tape, but because of accidental damage it was removed. So all the splicing was done on this cutting block here, hence why there's scratches down here where the blade has touched the metal and scratches up here where the blade is touched. You have a function here which once pressed, it's designed to, when you're in record mode, to press that and be able to do what's called sound on sound, leaving what was originally on the tape and recording on top of it. Underneath the VU panel we have the selection of cards, a stabilizer, oscillator, record and replay amplifiers. One of the differences between the Mark I and the Mark II, the Mark II has all the motor controls at the front of the machine, making it easy to adjust. All the cards are modular for quick removal, so that servicing is kept to a minimal time. Also, all the needed potential trimmers are in the front here, so that all you need is a trimming tool to be able to adjust the bias, which can be done whilst the machine is actually running. The machine came in many different formats. This whole bottom section of the amplifier, once these rails are removed, can be detached away from the machine. Also, at the back you've got a power connectors and your audio input connectors, which can either be faced on top of the machine or out the back of the machine. The back of the machine's layout could be changed as well as the front of the machine, depending on what application you wanted it for. This panel here could be moved and could be pointing out the top, with this metal part here in its place. The idea would be, if it's in a trolley, you'd rather have the connector sticking out the back of the trolley rather than down and into the machine. This panel here is a modification, and in the Studer manual it actually says that this is for the BBC control panel. Removing the back panel brings you to some of the electronics which are not as high maintenance as the audio electronics, or not needing to be serviced as much. In the back here we have this large unit which is the power supply. We have the fuses, which are easy access behind a plastic cover because it is high voltages behind there. We've got more circuitry down here, and circuitry down for the counter, circuitry down the bottom here for the main controls. Everything is on plug-in connectors, so if the device had to be taken to pieces, there was no unsoldering needed, keeping the maintenance time down. Although these machines I've had many problems with in the past with capacitors. These three capacitors here do blow, causing the machine to fail, to stop responding, effectively shorting out the power rail to the main control unit. It looks like as if that one's probably the original and these two have been replaced at some time. Tucked away in the top of the tape recorder are these four capacitors. They go semi-short circuit, causing the reel motors to start spinning. Quite often there's a telltale sign that they're going, cracks down the side of the plastics. Sometimes you'll get smoke from the machine when they do go. The Capstan motor has a feedback loop. The outer ring with the teeth on it matches up with a set of teeth on the Capstan motor. When the Capstan motor starts to spin, a AC signal is generated, which is then fed back to the speed control board and is used as a feedback loop, so that the machine knows exactly how fast the capstan is spinning. So that then allows you to be able to change the speed of the capstan motor by changing the frequencies in which go into and out of. This also makes it possible to use variable speed control on these motors,